Shota Aizawa. Hero. Cat lover. Daddy. Sleep deprived. Teacher. These are a few words and phrases that best describes Aizawa sensei, but there is one word that can describe him too. Dead. Maybe. Kind of. Either him or Present Mike. One of them is gonna die. Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy, Big Blue Drew, 97 here, and today we'll be discussing on whether or not Eraserhead or Present Mike will die in this arc. Before we get right into it, I'll just ask y'all to leave a like on this video, as well as subscribe to my channel, Big Blue Drew 97. Hopefully this is a video that y'all will like, and with that, let's get right into it. But before we get into the discussion on who will die in this arc, I really want to talk about the history between these two characters and why the history of these characters are important to the current story arc. Aizawa and Yamada have known each other since their student years in UA. They were close friends in school and planned to open up their own hero agency, as stated in the My Hero Academia of Vigilantes manga. They both ended up as teachers at UA and are still friends to this present story, and even though it may not look like it, they're the best of buddies in my opinion. In the joint training arc, we get the reveal that Aizawa and Yamada had a third friend that basically shaped them into the characters that we know and love. And in the Paranormal Liberation War Arc, Aizawa and Yamada are called to Tartarus, where it is revealed to them that their friend Oboro Shirokumo, who is now deceased, was experimented and transformed into the villain Kurogiri. This moment caused sadness to swell up in Aizawa and anger to boil in Yamada. This revelation also motivated both of these heroes to join in the fight in the war against Shigaraki and the Meta Liberation Army. But this motivation also placed death flags on these characters and could spell their deaths. To start off, let's discuss how Yamada, also known as Present Mike, could potentially die in this arc. Present Mike is normally loud and excited, but has become more angry and confrontational since the moment he learned that Kurogiri is the corpse of his deceased friend. This has caused him to lash out in anger towards the villains and can hinder his ability to act as a proper hero. This change in action was first seen with his initial confrontation with Kudai Garaki. This is possibly where his first death flag is placed. Present Mike lost his temper and he yelled at Kudai Garaki. Later on in the arc, Present Mike still shows anger towards Kudai Garaki, especially when he shatters Shigaraki's tank and drags Kudai Garaki towards the other heroes. Present Mike went from anger to disgust when he heard the monologue of Kudai Garaki and was almost killed by Shigaraki's decay if it wasn't for the help of Gran Torino. Present Mike was almost killed because he was careless. This attitude can lead to its death by the hands of Shigaraki. Pun not intended. Pun totally intended. Present Mike was not seen in the previous chapter of My Hero Academia, but he is at least in the area because we do see Gran Torino and Ryuku, who escaped Shigaraki's decay. This would imply that he is probably in the area that Ryuku was. He is most likely in the area and is waiting for his moment to strike, but he may be overcome with anger or attempt to save the life of his friend Aizawa and sacrifice his life for him. That moment of anger, or even his willingness to protect his friend, could eventually lead to his death by the hands of Shigaraki. This idea leads into Eraserhead and the reasons why he may die in this arc. Eraserhead, or Aizawa, rarely shows emotions such as sadness and anger. He normally keeps his calm, except when his friends or his students are in danger. Eraserhead has faced the possibility of death many times in the series, both in My Hero Academia and in My Hero Academia Vigilantes. In the canon of My Hero Academia, Eraser has survived being decayed by pre-quirk awakened Shigaraki, a Nomu slamming his head into the ground, and being decayed a second time by a powered-up decay by a powered-up Shigaraki. He also survived a villain attack as a student in the My Hero Academia Vigilantes manga. Being the teacher of the main protagonist of any shonen manga automatically places death flags on his head. And it does not help the fact that in chapter 275 of My Hero Academia, Eraserhead declared the fact that he is still alive solely to stop Shigaraki. And a declaration like this normally leads to death in any story. But the problem is, this was a obvious death flag, and one of the most obvious death flags so far. It seems too obvious for my taste. These death flags depict that Eraserhead will die soon, but I do not think that this is the case for this arc. I believe that Aizawa will survive this arc. Aizawa has survived his death flags at the cost of either his own body or by another hero saving him. He was able to survive the fight with the Toad villain when he was young because he was motivated by the voice of Shirakumo, even though he was dead at the time, as seen in the My Hero Academia Vigilantes manga. He survived the fight with that Nomu in the USJ arc because Deku was able to distract the Nomu, while All Might was able to save not only Aizawa, but the other students. Aizawa will survive by the sacrifice of another hero, Present Mike. Present Mike is a hero who cherishes his friends and would do anything for them, even if it means taking revenge on a villain to do so in honor of one of his fallen friends. He would do anything for Eraserhead. The reason why he was so angry at the doctor was not only the fact that he defiled Oburo's body, but that he made Aizawa cry, made him relive these moments that he knew would make him sad. The situation that I see Present Mike's death over Aizawa's is if Aizawa is being attacked by a villain, particularly Shigaraki. And from there, Present Mike will most likely jump into the fray to protect his best friend. He will risk his own life to save Aizawa. The death of Present Mike will once again give Aizawa the motivation to survive, as well as to enact a sort of vengeance upon Shigaraki, as well as the Meta Liberation Army. He will play a part in saving Deku and the other students from Shigaraki due to the fact that he does have the ability to erase the villain's quirk. Aizawa will live the cost of Present Mike's life, as so when it is his time to do the same, he will be able to do it for his students as well. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. I put in a lot of work into making it. Hopefully you enjoyed my soothing voice talking about who will survive between Aizawa Yamada, between Present Mike and Eraserhead. Hopefully I can make more videos like this. Hopefully I can make more like verses comparing who will die in this arc. Unfortunately, we are going to be on break this week for My Hero as well as Vigilantes, but next week I'll be doing more videos on the spoilers and getting out my chapter review then, and hopefully be releasing another video or two this week as well as next week to tide over until the chapter reviews. So leave a like on this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, do all of that cool jazz, and hopefully I'll be able to catch you in my next video. Goodbye!